that means are vertices that have 5 edges coming off of those. Now, these are okay, but we need to make sure that they're strategically placed for animation. So right here along the eye, I think that will be okay. Right across the cheekbone right here, that's okay. We're just trying to make sure that they aren't in areas that have a high deformation point. Okay, so what that means is that is the face going to really stretch in that area? And right here along the eye, probably not so much. Right here on the cheekbone, not so much either. Along the chin, I think that's okay. Might get a little stretching there, but I think it's supported with what we have here. And so I think we're doing okay. It's always a good idea to just make sure you look at those points, making sure that they aren't going to be problem areas. Let's go ahead and pull this down a little bit. Try to redistribute some of that. Okay. And then once we have that, let's go ahead and move on. All right, so we've got the cheek. The face is completely finished at this point. Now what we need to do is we need to get the chin in there. So what I want to do is I want to hold shift. I'm going to drag from this edge. Actually, I didn't see this polygon right here. Let's hold down Alt, pull that out to here. Control Alt, bridge across there. And I'm just kind of pulling these points around, trying to get a good shape here on the face. So hold down Alt, drag that out, Control Alt across there. I don't think we have enough points for this face here. Let's hold Control, remove that, and let's leave this one here. Let's hold Control, right click, and go to Swift Loop. Let's create a loop right here in the middle of these polygons and right here in the middle here. So now what we can do is go to our PolyDraw Extend, hold Shift, Control, Alt, pull these points out, and try to get them to match with the face here. And then just kind of stretch or pull these around just to try to make sure we get a nice loop with the face here. Now we do have an extra loop right here that could pose an issue. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hold down Control, Alt, and bridge from here to here, and it'll create that triangle. And then I'll create a loop right here. So hold Control, right click, and Swift Loop. Just create an edge right there in the center. Hold down Control, right click, and go back to PolyDraw Extend. Shift, Control, Alt, and then left click and hold and pull these points out. That's going to help round out that chin, and it creates a nice loop right underneath the chin here. So that'll kind of help with the ball of the chin. Control Alt, drag these points around here. And I just want to redistribute some of this topology right here underneath the lip. And just trying to work in the new details that we've created, making sure that it fits the model and helps the model as a whole. So if that's pulling points around, just trying to reshape some areas, then that's something that we need to take care of. So anytime that you make changes like this, make sure that you are helping the rest of the model as you go along. All right, great. So looking good. Pull that across there. In this lesson, we're going to finish filling in the gaps of our character's head. All right, so we've got several gaps that we need to go ahead and fill in on the character head. And so let's go ahead and get started with that. Make sure you're under Editable Poly, and let's go ahead and hold down Control, right click, and go to the PolyDraw Extend tool. And again, that's coming up. Let's go ahead and go to PolyDraw, select the head, and then let's try it one more time. Control, right click, PolyDraw Extend. There we go. You can turn off the vertex mode if you like. It's not really that big a deal. Let's hold down Alt. Let's just start dragging out these polygons and setting those out. and I'm going to bridge across there using Control-Alt. And then I'm going to Control-Alt and bridge across to these polygons.